right, folks, how we doing? Let's adjust the tower cam down where you actually see stuff. All right, there we go. We've adjusted the location of the tower cam so we're a little further in the booth where we can see things a little better. So that's the command post exercise. They're watching kind of a wrap up of the battle. That one's been going for a couple hours now. And so they're in mid-mission right now with their big battle. It's a big, complex defense battle that they're fighting right now, trying to defend the area around Bamberg. So they are part of the 8th Infantry Division defending the Red Horde coming towards them in a Cold War goes hot scenario. The game they're using is Flashpoint Campaign's Southern Storm, even though the scenario is up in Germany, not down south. So that's where they are there. In the background back there, you can see Andrew Buckholz standing up. He is still teaching Liberty or Death. This is the last of the 4 sessions he's run of Liberty or Death. Interestingly enough, the French have won every single game of Liberty or Death. So we're all speaking French right now here in the U.S. Right over there, Aiden from Catastrophe Games has, looks like it might be Solder City on the map or on the table. I'll be honest, I hadn't checked the schedule lately to know for sure. So hanging out right there, the dashingly handsome guy in the dark suit jacket facing away from us munching on popcorn, that is game designer extraordinaire Jason Matthews, designer of Twilight Struggle and Twilight Struggle Red Sea and Imperial Struggle and all that stuff. So that's Jason chomping down right now while he's taking a break between other activities. Our good buddy Kevin Bertram right there is teaching Halls of Montezuma. That is the one that is on Kickstarter right now from Fort Circle Games. And one of the things Kevin's doing is, look, everybody's playing in Halls of Montezuma while we're here because it's still pre-press. Those guys are all playtesters. Those guys are all going to end up getting playtest credit as a part of helping the game development. So that's pretty snazzy. We're going to get the camera over there a little closer in a minute and take a look. You're not going to be able to hear me talking much. You definitely won't hear Kevin because there's not a microphone on the camera. Something we'll look to fix for next year. Our buddies Greg and Todd are overseeing the Pico Armor Panzer Blitz. Again, that's because of the intense, how intense the setup on that thing is. We're not taking that one down. That one just goes up on a table and stays up all weekend long. So Pico Armor has stayed there. So our guys over here doing Third World War, you can see Ardwolf sitting down there in the background. Those guys, they're wrapping up the early session of Third World War that ran from noon to 4. They're going to have another one tonight running like 6 to 10, and that's going to be the wrap-up of the Third World War for here at Origins. We'll see if we can't get Ardwolf to come over and give us an update on sort of where the game is in a little bit. But right now, they're kind of hanging out, wrapping up this last session. So we're going to grab the camera. We're going to try not to, like rip anybody's head off or anything as we do this with the cabling. You're not going to be able to hear much, but we're going to try and get a little closer to some of the games and see what's going on. So hang on. We're going to walk around with the tower cam a little bit. All right, guys. But now that I can't hear you anyway because it's computer audio, we're just getting a little closer. We lost our camera. Ah! We lost our camera. Well, let's see if we can't fix the camera. Hang on, folks. We didn't mean to lose the camera. We're coming back. Give me a second. Let me replug. I told you we were having camera problems. Well then, hey, I appreciate the 5 of y'all tuning in that are tuning in. Hang on, we're trying to get the camera reconnected because this is kind of embarrassing. There are a bunch of people watching and don't have anything to show them. And I'm not going to walk around with the computer trying to use the onboard webcam. All that screaming you're hearing in the background, there is a pro wrestling card game a couple of booths away. It's like halfway across the building from us. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. That's not kind of, that's very annoying. Well, crap, like none of our cameras are coming back here, and that's really sucking. Well, like I can't, hold on, let's see what we got here. Camera, Logitech, there we go. Okay, think we fixed this. Did we fix this? All right, we got our camera back. Let's see what we get out of this. All right, cool, folks, sorry about that. So there we are, a little bit closer on Third World War. We're going to hold the camera over to the map here in just a second. Try and do this without unplugging anything. So apologies for the delay. I'm going to zoom in on you here. So those counter trays are all custom 3D printed by our buddy Hardwolf. See his video feed for details on those. So that was a bit of a zoomed in look at Third World War. Lee is busy dealing with the Southern Europe area down there. We're going to scoot over and try and do something similar with the Pico Armor dudes. See if I can't get some of those minis a little closer. All right, folks, that gave you a little bit of a zoom in on the Pico Armor. And now we're going to try and get a little closer to Halls of Montezuma, see what we got over there. Again, I can't really talk to the audio over here while I got the camera halfway across the booth, so you got to work with me on this song. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. Well, we're just taking a break. Maybe I can sit. We've been doing this. All right, so that was a look at Halls of Montezuma. I hope that was close enough for you. I mean, the audio is back over on the computer, and I'm walking around with a webcam on the tower here, so I can't really do audio with you. One thing I can tell you about, so you can see from Charioteer going down, this whole stack of games right here, these are prize games either from the publishers or in a couple of cases donated from some of the Dragoons. The advent calendar here with the polyhedral dice came from the manufacturer, Black Oak Workshop. Hang on, I'll get the other stack of prize games. They're going to reprint it, and there's still actually a couple of wild cards. So all of those prize games are for the raffle that we have on Sunday morning. And we're going to have that thing go live also, so you'll be able to watch me lose my voice trying to raffle stuff off on Sunday. The deal with the raffle is that everybody that plays in at least one game with us gets a raffle ticket. You get a raffle ticket for each of the games you play with us. And on Sunday morning, we raffle those games off. And so we're going to let you pick and choose what you put the raffle tickets in for. We got 2 copies each of Salerno 43, White Plains, Last 100 Yards, Undaunted North Africa, Normandy, Battle of Britain, and Undaunted Stalingrad. Yes, Osprey sent us a pair of $120 games to raffle off as prizes for folks here. Dietz Foundation donated some stuff to us. A couple of the players did. Not the players, I'm sorry. A couple of the Dragoons gave in some stuff from our personal stash. Black Oak Workshop, I mentioned with the Dice Advent Calendar. And Catastrophe Games throwing a pair of Gallipoli games also. So we got a lot donated here for the raffle. And so that's pretty cool. That's one of the things that we definitely try to do while we're here. Look, the cord's not going to stretch all the way over to Liberty or Death, so you kind of get what you get here. Interestingly, the man in the dashing hat and the face mask right there is one half of Dr. Witz. They are the design team behind Robotech Reconstruction. So that's, look, we got other people's designers stopping by to see what we're doing. And then there he goes. BB Mike finally reappeared and is wandering around. So, and in all of this, we got to give credit to our fantabulous intern and admin assistants. McKenna right here was helping us out. Say hi, McKenna.
Hi.
she was the one responsible for collecting all of our event attendance slips that we had to turn in, getting all the event tickets that we had to take over to the headquarters. She's been the one updating all the signs on all the tables for the games, and then also dealing with the raffle tickets and then handing out the really snazzy Armchair Dragoons badge ribbons that everybody gets. So she's been pretty busy handling a lot of admin tasks for her. Huge thank you. We'd have had a lot more work to do without her. So wanted to make sure she got credit for it. Again, we may come back a little later with a bit of a live hit at some point. Maybe me and Mike, me and Gary, somebody. We might come back and talk to you in a little bit and give you a sense of sort of what's going on later this evening. Talk about some of what's happened here at the convention overall. But hope you've enjoyed this, 10-ish minute look. Hey, Robert, what the hell are you doing watching us from the North Sea? Man, you're crazy. Anyhow, we appreciate those of you that have tuned in and checked out some of what we've been doing. We're going to come back and do a little more later. And hi, Mike. So hold on. Bob, I'll tell Mike you're waving. Watch out, Aaron. Hey, Mike. Bob's waving at you. There we go. All right. Mike's waving back at Bob. We're going to turn around. We're going to track Third World War stuff going on over there. Okay. So we're gonna wrap up this live look around the Oregon HQ. We're going to be back live a little bit later to include probably a little bit of chatter about what's happened here at Origins, but also definitely a little bit about, not a little bit, you will see the raffle tomorrow as we'll do that live. So, look, if you're not here and you're stuck watching at home, this is your hint. Be here next year. Looking forward to seeing all of y'all again then. And in the meantime, keep slinging those dice.